Respected sirs and madams, my name is P. Urmila Devi. I am studying in Welfare Institute of Science, Technology and Management in final year ECE department, and I want to introduce my team members P. Murli Krishna, I. Hamalata and K. Pratima, and our guide name is Mr. G. Manikanta, MTech PhD, Assistant Professor in ECE department, and our head of the department, Mr. Praveen Babu Chopala, an associate professor in ECE department. When coming to our project details, the title of our project is Early Eradication and Warning Systems in Railways. Why we have chosen this project? Because transportation is the backbone of economy, culture, social and industrial development of any country. Railway transportation is the means of transforming of humans, animals and goods from one location to the another location. Nowadays we are mostly preferring railway lines for transportation purpose when compared to the transportation like waterways, airways and roadways, because the railways are being the cheapest means of transportation when compared to the other means of transportation. Rail transportation is where the train runs along a set of two parallel steel rails. Rail transportation is a means of transferring of passengers and goods on wheeled running on rail known as tracks. It is usually consists of steel rails installed on tires and ballast. Rail transportation is capable of very high level of passengers and goods and energy efficiency, and but it is often less flexible and more capital intensive than the road lines. When uh, when the traffic lines are overheaded and considered. When we go through our daily newspapers, we are hearing about the train accidents. Like severity and death rate also is increasing. Every day we are hearing about the train accidents. If the train accidents may occur, the death rate of the people will increases. Uh, while going through the survey of past 5 years of train accidents, the analysis says that 48% of accidents are due to derailments and 40% of accidents are due to level crossing accidents, and 10% of accidents are due to collision of trains, and 2% of accidents are due to fire accidents. Uh, Actually, the train accidents may occur due to these four problems. Hence, we in this project we come up with an idea to reduce these four problems, and we are decided to make a project on these four ideas. Mainly, the first one is derailments, and second one is low visibility in hilly and foggy areas, fire accidents, and collision of two trains. Um, and and by using this project we also reduces the loss of the property, and this is all about the introduction of our project.
I'm going to explain motivation. The rail safety is a crucial aspect in rail operations um, the world over malfunctions resulting in accidents as usually get wide media coverage even when the railways is not at fault, and given to the transport and rail transport among the uninformed public, and undeserved image of inefficiency inefficiency um, often viewing calls for immediate reforms. This paper is aimed for helping the railways administration concrete to strengthen their culture and developed monitoring tools requirement by modern safety management. Railroad constructions are very simple, potentially dangerous, act unavoided in the in the world. There is two here two different here two different um, uh, here two different entity with entirely different responsibilities, domain performance together performance together, coverage for a single causes of providing facilities to the road users. And during the normal operation also, is there every possibility of accidents occurring, even with little negligence in a procedure, and result of very high risk. The potential of accidents is made higher, as railways for accidents is made control only of the problems. The railway system of Asia and Pacific, and an exception to this. This is our project motivation. And in this project, four problems have. First one is pedestrians crossing the railway tracks, and track breakage, and fire accidents, and invisibility due to heavy fog.
Methodology. Before going to methodology of my project, I mainly focused on four problems: obstacle detection, derailments, fire accident, and finally invisibility due to heavy fog. Now moving on to obstacle detection. For obstacle detection, we use ultrasonic sensor, Arduino Uno microcontroller. Ultrasonic sensor works on the same principle of radar systems. Ultrasonic sensor is the main module. In this, we use HCSR04 ultrasonic sensor we used. Ultrasonic sensor has 4 pins: trigger, echo, VCC, and ground. The ultrasonic sensor emits ultrasonic waves continuously. If any waves are reflected back, the reflected waves are taken up by the receiver. Then it means an obstacle is present. By this, we can measure distance of an object. Then immediately a message is displayed in the kit: an obstacle ahead. Then automatically a locopilot has to stop. Now moving on to derailments. It is nothing but track breakage. Most of the accidents occur in railways are due to derailments only. In this, we use continuity based loop concept. Generally, current flows in a closed loop. If any loop breakage happen, no current flows through it. It means it is a open loop. Similarly, a small current is passed through both left and right tracks. If any break is happen, no current flows through it. It means open loop. Then it automatically on red signal and message is passed to the kit which is at the train. Left track is brake or right track is brake. Then locopilot sees the message and automatically train has to stop. Now moving on to fire accident. For fire accident, we use flame sensor, Arduino Uno microcontroller. The flame sensor we used in this project is LM393. It has 4 pins: VCC, ground, analog output pin, digital output pin. It is more photosensitive. It has detection angle of 600 degrees. It kept at a distance of 100 centimeters. It works on the principle of infrared flame flash method. It emits infrared rays continuously. It detects any smoke particle or fire or light from a source of wavelength of 700 nanometers to 1100 nanometers. If any fire or smoke particle is detected, it automatically drive a alarm to the locopilot. A message is displayed in the kit and water sprinklers are on. Then train has to stop automatically by the locopilot. And finally, we are moving on to invisibility due to heavy fog. Most of the accidents occur in hilly areas are due to invisibility due to fog. By this, the train has to start or stop are too difficult to the loco pilot whether to go or stop the train. By this, the loco pilot can easily start or stop the train. In this project, we use RF module, Arduino Uno microcontroller. RF module has RF transmitter and RF receiver. RF transmitter is at the station, RF receiver is at the train. RF transmitter sends RF signal with a carrier frequency of 433.92 MHz. The station master sends a red or green signal to the receiver through RF transmitter. The receiver receives red or green signal which is sent by the RF transmitter. Then a message is displayed in the kit. The train has to stop or start the train. Automatically, Locopilot has to stop or start the train.
Block diagram of train kit. It consists of microcontroller, ultrasonic sensor, fire sensor, RF receiver, power supply, display, motor drivers, relay module, water sprinkler. Block diagram of station kit. It consists of RF transmitter, red signal switch, green signal switch, left track, right track, antenna, and red and green signals. The circuit diagram of our project. Now moving on to flowchart. Flowchart is the pictorial representation of a code. By this, up to what time the loop has to run the code.
Advantages. First, first advantage is it reduces loss of life, and second advantage is it reduces damage due to property, and third advantage is it is a very low cost.
Finally, these are our project results. Image 1 represents obstacle ahead message. It means when an obstacle is present in front of a train, it displays a message obstacle ahead. Image 2 represents EWS in Indian Railway. It means when we start a kit, it displays a message EWS in Indian Railway. Third image represents top view of a train kit. Fourth image represents both the train kit and station kit. These image shows different views of our project kits. And thank you.